Hello and welcome back. The Gaming Teacher here. Right, what we're going to start off this episode, what we're going to do, we're going to finish off organisation, and then we're actually going to start looking at moving the game on a bit so we can get some events going and we can kind of get the game on track to starting the war. So I'm actually going to press play and we're going to get going with this. Now, a couple of things. I wanted to add our destroyers, which are being made, into this region here. Now, here's the issue I'm having. I can't seem to get a way of adding the destroyers to the fleet, which is actively already on a mission. Now, I believe I've looked up. I don't think there is a way of doing this other than merging them together, like so, putting them to the same region, and then merging them this way, and then we can put them on the mission again. If there is any other way of doing that, would you please maybe make a suggestion in the comments so I can make things a whole lot easier. Okay, so that was one of the things that I just couldn't figure out how to do, or maybe I just didn't look into it enough to actually be able to do it. Let's speed up time a bit. Okay, we have got these units in training. Okay, national focus is complete. Let's pause the game, and basic machinery tools. So let's have a look. So let's research. Let's see what we can research now. Now here's the thing, concentrated industry, we get more from our factories. Sorry, excuse me. However, dispersed industry, we get not as much, but we get they're less vulnerable to bombings. Now, playing as a United Kingdom, we're gonna know we are going to have a lot of bombs from the Luftwaffe. Now, for that reason, I'm going to choose dispersed industry. We get less of an output, but we are more protected from bombs. Not entirely, but I think that's the way we're going to go. So we're going to go into dispersed industry for the United Kingdom. If you was playing somewhere like the Americas, the United States, sorry, I would suggest doing a concentrated. Is it concentrated? Concentrated industry. Only because they're not going to have any bombs dropped onto them. It's not going to happen. So it depends where you are. If you're somewhere here, yeah, I would go with dispersed industry. Now, national focused. What we did, reinforce the empire last time. Now this is quite interesting. Army experience +5, Navy experience +5, and air experience +25%, which is going to be very important. Now I want to get this, but we can't do that yet because we've got to have a world tension of at least 5%. So in the meantime, we'll continue with this. Right, now I'll pause the game. Now over here, the civil war will begin soon with Spain, with the split between the two factions. We've got our sub. Let's put them in here. We need to. Has this got a commander? Let's give this a commander, because what I want to do is put them on raids when the war starts. Is there anything for submarines? Don't think so. Spotting chance. Just put my phone on silent. Yeah, I think we'll go for this admiral here. He's got a increased spotting chance, which might be good for because we're going to use them for raids. That's the whole idea. This is the navy we're going to use. Destroyers is going to protect us here. This is going to be the Royal Navy. This is going to be destroyers. destroyers are going to protect us from the fleets which are coming out from Germany. Here we go. Here's our destroyer fleet again. Here we go. Is this problem again? Let's stop the mission. Bring it down here. Well, it's not really a problem. It's just messing about, really. It might be an easier way to do this, but I'm just not as experienced at the game as I should be. We'll put him back on the mission again. Right, we can modify the government. Let's see what we can do. Let's pause the game. Now, political advisor. Now, we have got national unity is quite low. We're going for a democracy. We're just playing as it. We're not turning fascist. We're not turning into a communist state. What we're doing, we're staying as we are, and we're trying to fight with tremendous force against the German Reich. We're not going to just sit here. I want to go onto the mainland, and I want to do it with the Air Force and the Navy as being our primary strengths, and which would allow us to make an invasion here. But of course, Germany's going to put a big push first. So let's have a look. Political gain, war industry. Here we go. Military construction speed, dockyard construction speed. I'm so tempted to go for. We've already got a strong navy, and I'm so tempted to just increase the strength of what we've got, making that be our primary strength. Yarrow Shipbuilders, naval research time minus 10%, max range plus 30. Sub detection. This is a screen, so shields, screens. Now that's very interesting. Sub detection 10%. Capital ship. You know what? We're gonna go for this one here, because that sub detection is gonna be vital against the Germans. Alright, let's unpause again. Right. Unpaused. Speed up. What do you think of this motion? It is a nice effect, but it could get really annoying at times. We'll turn that off. Now, we have got an army down here. One. Let's put them in training. Oh, we can't. They're unassigned. Again. Unassigned. See. Let's put these together. I'm not. I want to keep hold of this territory, but it's not what I'm fussing about. I'm not focusing down here, but we'll take them up. We'll put them all together. The game. Indonesia. I suppose we could help around here. I mean, we're going to need to fend off if the Japanese do join the Axis, which I haven't clicked historically accurate, so anything can happen in this game. Literally, I mean, from the United States joining Axis. But I don't think that's going to happen. They keep it quite realistic as much as they can. We've got a free dockyard. Right, 1719 now. I'm wondering if I should continue with these destroyers. I think destroyers are vitally important at the moment. Construction, let's pause the game and let's put this dockyard here. I'm going to increase the number of destroyers, let's say 10 more. Because I think think eventually we can get this. This is what I want. Then we can upgrade our destroyer class. Again, we're going for our navy as being our strength. We might as well use what we're good at. Can't do that yet. Tempted to go and search these, but I'm not sure what we'd use them for as of yet. Let's have a look. Engineering. What did we do? We've researched that. Industry, construction. We can't do that yet. Research gain efficiency plus 10%. Let's go for this. Let's try to build up an industry. Still 3 dockyards. We had 2. I'm tempted to increase the carriers. I don't think we're going to need them as much because we can use these air bases to launch attacks onto mainland Europe. The carriers are good if we're going to be focusing and out at sea and we're quite far, so if we're here and we want to attack here, they're brilliant for that. That's why it suited America in the war. I mean, from here, the carriers of the United States, during Pearl Harbor, the Japanese didn't target the target ships of the carriers. So what happened was United States gained a massive advantage because they didn't target the carriers. So United States had a lot of carriers and they just overpowered the Japanese because of the Air Force. I hate that when it happens. It just kind of summarised today. You think it's going to be there, but it's not. It just appears, jumps over there. Still this 3 dockyard. I didn't do it, did I? Right. I think what we're going to do when we do the research, we've got these light cruisers, the Shield. I keep calling shield ships screen ships. Right. We've got heavy cruiser, we've got light cruisers being made. In 2 years. But that will go down. Okay. Let's play the game now. And what we're gonna do excuse me. Replace another dockyard here. Here we go. Another destroyer. Destroyer fleet. Turn off the mission. Come to here. Subs. You know what? Be easier. Let's put the subs here. The effects in this game are quite nice. Let's merge these. Put in a mission. I think one of the main things what we need to focus on is how we're going to bring these on, set up an army. We did have armies going, but because of our low manpower, it's causing us huge problems at the moment. We've got them ongoing at the moment, so it's fine. We've got equipment, training, Not enough equipment to join. Let's have a look. See? We're still... It's still got our supplies. Still need loads. Right, leadership purge in the Soviet Union. Soviet command has suffered greatly. National focus. Here we go. Let's have a look what we can do. Again, world tension is still not 5%, so we can't go down this route yet. I want these extra research slots. Right, we've got two choices now. Gains national spirit colonial elite, which grants research time of -5%. That could be very vital. Adds 2 coastal forts in a province in the state of 2 naval bases. I'm gonna go with this one. Just because of the research time benefit. And what we're going to do, we're going to eventually convoy raid. And what I want to do is convoy raid potentially around here, if we can. Right, so game concluded, here we go. Games which the Germans held. There were some fantastic films on that. Oh, there's amazing films. I forgot the name of this film. Troubles with this game, it's very slow getting started, and it could be... It could put many people off, but eventually it does pick up. Right, so we've got radio detection. We can't do none of this because of time. It's 1938, 1936. We're building this, doing that. That's too far ahead of time. So now what I want to start focusing on is our Air Force. So we're going to research this because I really want the Spitfire. We've got to be at least a match for the Luftwaffe. Right, so, and my time is almost up now, so we're getting there. We're moving on slowly, but what we do, we continue to keep going. I want to increase this army size. I want to increase the destroyer army size, and then what we do is we would focus on, let's pause it, focus on letting time just move on, and then we can actually start World War II. Slow start, but we'll get there, and then eventually we would have a strong support or base to actually launch our attacks from. Okay, and I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.